Hey there everyone, back again with another video, and in this video we're gonna move forward in our Flutter tutorial series. And in this video we're gonna see something new, that is the design pattern, how we can use design pattern and how we can create our project using those design patterns. So in this video we will be learning about the MVC pattern. I know that MVC is the most common pattern that we use, but still many of us don't know how to use that MVC pattern. And in my videos I also haven't shown how to use MVC pattern, so this video will be dedicated to MVC pattern. Okay, so firstly let us just create Flutter create, and I will be creating a MVC app. Okay, so it will not take much time, so let it create. Okay, so yeah, it's now done. So now what we need to do, we need to just go to this MVC application and open my Visual Studio Code. Okay, so while it's opening, okay, so yeah, it is there. So we know that this is the boilerplate that we have, it is the counter application. Okay, so basically what I will be doing, I will be also creating a counter application. So let me just firstly run it, so that because I know that it will take much time. So what we will be doing, we will be basically creating a counter application with this MVC pattern. Okay, so what is MVC? MVC stands for model view controller. Okay, where model is a model like a Pojo. In Java we say that Pojo class or uh, Pomo class. Okay, it depends on language to language. Basically it is a, what you can say, a getter setter class, that or a model class that is used to get a data from one page to another or from one place to another. Okay, so we create a object of a particular type and then that thing can be used. Okay, so in that we have setter getters also and other things. So it is a thing, and view is the basically the view that we see on our screen, and controller is the main thing that controls our whole application. Okay, so let my emulator start and let this whole controller app reload, then we will be dive right into it. You can see that this is the boilerplate or the code that comes with the Flutter application, and this is the counter app. So if I click on this plus button, it will increase the number by 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so basically what we will be doing, we will be creating the same application using the MVC pattern. Okay, so without wasting any time, let's just dive right into our coding. So firstly let me just remove all the stuff that we have, because we will be creating everything from scratch. Okay, so now what we need to do, firstly we will have to create a stateless widget, as we all know that. So stateless widget will be having this my app, and this container will now be converted to a material app. Yeah, okay. Inside this we have many of the things. Firstly we will just remove this debug show check mode manner, because you can see that we have a debug flag, so I don't need that, so I'm just removing it. Okay, so I'm just setting it as false, and then I'm just setting a title. I will give a title like MVC app, and yes, now I'm not giving any theme because I don't want to give any of the other themes. Now I need to give a home, because the material app has a home, so I will give a home as view. Okay, but I don't have a view class. Okay, so we need to create that view class. Okay, so how to create that? So basically it will be a just a normal stateful class, which will have some of those things. So firstly, let me just create. Okay, I will be creating in something different pattern, or this is the pattern that people use, view, or I should give the name as views. Okay, because you can create multiple views, view dot. Okay, and inside this I will import a material dot. Okay, and then a stateful widget whose name will be view, and then we will in this container it will be a safe area, and safe area will have a child. It will be scaffold, and in this scaffold a app bar. Okay, a title will be a text with a MVC app with the center title as true, and then we don't want anything, then we will give a body. Okay, and in this body basically we will have a center. Okay, and in the center we will have a children, and the children will be column, not color, it will be column. Okay, and inside us we will have multiple children. Okay, so firstly what we will have two buttons. Okay, we will have two buttons and some of the other things. Okay, so firstly we will just pass a row. Okay, I am just giving two buttons. Okay, so children, and inside this we will have, what you can say, two buttons or something like that. Okay, one second, just, yeah. So what we need to do, or I can just give a text also here. Okay, so we need to just focus on 2 to 3 things. Okay, we have to create a controller also and other stuff. So firstly let us okay, leave it. Firstly I will just give a text, and it will be, let's say it is 0, and a comma here, and we will have floating action button. Okay, on pressed will do nothing, and then children, it will have a icon, and icons dot add. Okay, so after this, yeah, another floating action button. Okay, we don't want any of the things like this right now, and we have a icons dot subtract. I think it's subtract or something like that. uh, Remove, yeah, it is remove. Okay, so let me just save it, and when I go to this main, then I will just import that whole stuff. Yeah, and if I save it, then we can able to see that, yeah, we will be able to see this two button and all the other things. So firstly let us just go here and do main axis alignment as center. Yeah, main axis alignment as center, and this column should also be main axis alignment as center, and save it. Yeah, we have all the other stuff. Okay, so now what we need to do, we want that if we one sec, let me just increase this size of the whole thing. So this style will be text style, and font size will be 25. Let it be 25. Yeah, I got my coffee too. So what we want to do, the point we want to click on this plus button, the number should increase, and if we click on this minus, that it should decrease. Okay, so for that we need to create some another stuff, like we have to create, not inside this view, we have to create a controllers folder also, and we need to create a models folder also. So basically we will keep model in this folder, and then controller in that folder. So firstly, let us just create a model. So inside this, what we will do, we will create a model dot dart. Basically you can give them different name. I am giving them name as model because I want you to be simple and so that you can also understand, but you can just give them another name or anything. It is just up to you, but you just need to follow these steps and other things in the naming is not important for this whole thing. Okay, so we will just create a class and I am giving it name as model. Inside this, what we need to do, I need a what you can say, counter. Okay, I need a counter that will start from 0. Okay, and now I need to get we need to create getter setter for the whole thing. So I want to get, basically I want to get the counter and it will return me a counter. Okay, so what the whole thing will be, it will be a int. Okay, I need to give a int. Okay, so one thing, counter is already defined, renaming counter. Okay, so we can just give like this will be okay. And now what I want, that I want to create two functions that will increase the value of this counter and that will decrease the value of this counter. Okay, so increment, okay, I will create a increment function that will go with the plus plus counter, yeah, and then decrement a function that will go with the minus minus counter, minus minus, yeah, minus minus counter. Okay, so this will also return a int and this will also return a int. Okay, so this is the model class that we need to create. Okay, this is our getter. If you are from a Java background, then it will be a getter and it is a setter. You can say that this is approximately same like them. I'm not going in depth, but approximately they are same. Okay, so my model is also created and my view is also created. Now I want to create my controller. Okay, so now I want to create my controller, so I will go in a controller folder and create controller dot dart. So like this. Okay, and for creating controller I will create a class controller. Okay, that, okay, we have a class controller. Okay, so for this we have to include or extend another controller MVC. Okay, extends controller MVC. Okay, but this controller MVC is not directly provided in our Flutter thing, so we need to include that in our pubsec.yaml. Okay, pubsec.yaml, yeah. So this is, there is a MVC pattern or MVC pub that you need to include. So this is the link. Okay, this is the MVC pattern link that you have to include in your application. I will give this link in the description. Okay, you can just follow each and every step, basically. Okay, so I'm just doing that. So you go to install and just copy this MVC pattern. I'm installing the random patterns. Okay, sorry, I'm installing the any MVC pattern that is that is eligible. Okay, so we are doing this like that. Let it install. It will not take more than 1 minute. Yeah, so it is now installed. Now what we need to do, we need to call this MVC controller and you can see that it has already imported that. Okay, here is our MVC controller. So in this, what we need to do, we need to create something like what you can say as a constructor. Okay, it is not exactly like constructor, but it is a constructor. You can relate it to a constructor. We have to go with the factory and then we will go controller. Okay, and inside this we will create a variable like this and other stuff. Okay, so if there is a variable that is this, okay, if this is double equal to null, okay, so what we need to do, we need to say that this is equal to controller, and then we can directly do this thing. So where is this, what is this? Okay, so we have to create something like this. We will go with the controller and we will be creating this. Okay, this. So this will do everything. Why it is showing us the error, must be initialized. Okay, so one more thing, controller dot. Okay, so this is the stuff. So let us go here, and should I give it a static? And yeah, most of the things are done. This must be initialized. Okay, so we will be doing that. So 1 second, we have to return. Okay, so yeah, this must be initialized. Try adding initializer. Okay, so we will just focus on that. We will just, okay, I will just think about that now later. So what we need to do, firstly we need to include that model. So for that I am just calling that get function. Okay, from where it is called, we have to call it from the model. Okay, and model is included model dot counter, not class. Let, oh sorry, we have to go with the static thing, so that this can also be used. Yeah, model dot counter. So we have included that, and now we need to create the again same functions like we have done there. So void, and we will create a increment. Okay, we have created a increment function that will just do model dot increment. Yeah, and similarly void decrement model dot decrement. Okay, so this is the whole stuff, and why we are getting this error. 1 second.
A few moments later.
Or this. Okay, so my application is running. So the issue was that we need to initialize this thing, controller with that empty brackets. Okay, and now everything is working fine. Okay, so let me just wind up each and everything. Firstly, what we have done is that we have created a model in which we have created a setter getter, something like that. Okay, so we have created a model class in which we have a counter, we have a get for counter and increment and decrement operators, and then we have created a controller that will just call that model increment and model decrement, and that model dot counter also using that get functionality. Okay, and in our view we have directly called that controller, we have directly used that controller, we have used that controller, and then controller dot increment and controller dot decrement to increase and decrease, and just the controller dot counter value, so that we can just see the values that we have. Okay, so in this way we can use, or we can, yeah, we can use the MVC design pattern in our whole application. I know that this can be more optimized if you want. Okay, and that issue in that controller of that factory, so that can also be removed if you don't want to use this MVC design or MVC pattern plugin per plugin. Okay, so yeah, if you like this video, just give it a thumbs up and share with your friends, and if you have not subscribed to our channel, just subscribe, as it definitely motivates me to bring such videos in front of you. So that's all for today. Thank you, have a nice day.